you shit. Get my shit back, man, so I can go.
I gotta see it. The vehicle code says you have to actually give us the license.
I ain't got it. It's not. That's a lie. You a lie. It's displayed. I'm finna go to my recollection in a minute because I know the penal code. I'm sorry, guys. I can display it to you. Hey, they talking about I gotta give them my driver license. Display. Look at this guy right here. He ready to fuck me up. He told, and I got my kids in the car and shit. Y'all might as well go ahead and call the ambulance too. Hey, they pulled me over. They say I ran a red light, allegedly. You know what I'm talking about? But this lady right here, don't talk to me right now. I'm trying to get this shit out of the way. And he ain't even got his camera on. All you gotta do is write a ticket as fast as we get on.
This is gonna be your last chance. Give me that driver's license, or else we're gonna break your windows.
No. I want you to refrain from breaking windows. Just say that. Give me your driver's license. I'm gonna take you to jail.
Give me your driver's license.
Or you gonna take me to jail if I don't? Huh?
I'm not gonna ask you again. Give me your driver's license.
You not gonna ask me again?
I'm giving you an order.
Okay, you give me an order. Okay.
Give me your driver's license.
Okay, that's even better. You giving me an order. I accept that. Sarge, here. Here. Fuck out of here. What? Faggot.
You need to act right.
Nah, you need to honor your oath. You need to honor your oath, and you need to honor your oath. You know what I mean? It display you threatened my life. You threatened my life. Of course I called you a bitch. You shouldn't have touched my car. They ain't gonna respect y'all. We don't need y'all here.
And then you're getting her caught up?
She not caught up. She ain't did nothing wrong. She not a criminal. It's all on me. You know what I'm talking about? Y'all ain't gotta talk to her. It's embarrassing that she unprofessional.
Let's switch uniforms. You can tell me how to do my job.
Hell, y'all can tell you how to do your job. I tell you what to do. I'm your boss. I'm a citizen. I'm a citizen. I pay taxes, yes.
I'm sure you do.
Of course.
I'd love to drive a Beamer too.
You might got one already. Don't ask me if I'm on probation or parole. Get the fuck up out of here. Is your mama on probation or parole?
Is your mama on probation or parole?
Your daddy on probation or parole? Is your kids on probation or parole?
My kids are not, because I teach them by example.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You don't teach them. They gonna see the bullshit that you do. You ain't right. You ain't right. None of y'all sheriffs is right. Y'all wrong. We don't need y'all in this community. That's not my name, bitch.
I'm so sad for your kids.
So you giving me false information?
What you just said. Repeat yourself.
Is that false information that you giving me?
Check this out.
Whose driver's license is that if that's not you?
What's your mama name?
This sounds ridiculous.
I know. You sound ridiculous calling me some motherfucking Terry. Terry is not my name. How about that?
What's your name?
You a favor?
So keep your hands on.
All right. I told you, I just taught you something. When you talking to somebody, if you're gonna ask. No, you listen. If you're gonna ask. Listen, hold up, be quiet for a minute. Listen to me. If you're gonna ask something. If you're gonna demand something. It's how you do it. Ain't no man to man. You acting a fool. Acting like a kid. You acting like a kid. You don't want to honor my rights. You want to kill me? You want to pull your guns out on me? Come on, man. I don't mean y'all no harm. You just pulled your gun out on me. The bitch that said I dropped my license down there. I'm telling you, I don't mean you no harm, man. I don't want to touch y'all. I don't want to go hands on hands. Have you been arrested? All right, then. That's your question. That's your answer. I don't answer questions. I don't answer questions. How you know? Do you know me? Do you know me? We? Who is we? Who is we? What my record is? I know if I could drive, brother. This what's gonna happen.
You're gonna get your ticket, you're gonna sign it, and then everybody's gonna go on their own way. All right?
Be quiet, baby.
You hear me?
Do you hear yourself? Fuck out of here. All it is a ticket. Hey, y'all going, y'all getting out of here. A ticket for all this, I swear. And it's fucked up too that they play these psychological wars fair with you and all this old shit, y'all. You know what I mean? Everybody got the right to display licenses. You don't have to give them niggas your licenses. You can display it. You can crack your window. Look, my window crack. Display. That old trying to demand shit. Stop, baby. No. Try to demand shit. Try to touch on citizens. Trying to search they violate their Fourth Amendment rights and shit. That shit is out with y'all sheriffs. Well, police period all over the country. All y'all sheriffs, all the United States ever did for this world was commit genocide.
Police activity plays a crucial role in ensuring officer accountability. The court has emphasized that the government cannot limit this right simply because it may be inconvenient or uncomfortable for officers. A common justification used by police to prevent filming is the claim of protecting others' privacy. However, the law clearly states that there is no expectation of privacy in public spaces. The Supreme Court has consistently upheld that events in public areas can be recorded, without the need for consent.
Put everybody and put everybody in prison. Straight genocide. United States of America, that's all y'all do. And the sheriff's right along with them. Y'all need to be off the force. That's all they doing is committing genocide around here in this world. I'm trying to intimidate somebody. All y'all do is gave me the ticket, smile, and got on. Want to pull guns out on look? What is that? A misdemeanor or infraction? Ain't anybody a fraction? Of course, I'm grown. I might be older than you. I might be your daddy. You know what I'm talking about? I ain't got no problem signing the ticket and getting on, but all that old intimidation shit is a wrap. You know what I mean? Y'all don't spare the citizens no more. We got our guns right here, these cameras. These cameras are weapons. You know what I'm talking about? Because y'all don't honor the law. Y'all don't honor y'all oath. And your mama should have slapped you with her umbilical cord. Hey, they put their guns out on me, guys. I had to go live. I don't know why my other camera not working. I had to go live on this and they put their guns out on me.
I want to answer questions. I'd like to exercise.
Why are you refusing to cooperate?
I'd like to exercise. I'm cooperating. I'm walking to my car. I'm leaving. That's exactly what you told me to do. What are you doing right now? Exactly.
Well, like I said
I'd like
earlier,
to exercise my Fifth Amendment right to remain silent, if that's okay.
You're not being charged with the crime.
Huh?
You're not being charged with the crime.
Well, exactly. So why would you want to make me insecure of my houses, paper, property, effects, and things? Why would you want to make me insecure of my persons and violate my Fourth Amendment right? I'm leaving this place. That's what you told me to do, right?
Hang on just a second. Can you advise if you signal 30? Sorry, I got a lot of background. Didn't hear that. All right.
I'm curious in why you're further harassing me.
Well, because I needed to determine whether or not you were who I thought you were. Because there's an individual with your name who was involved with, I believe it was St. Joe Police.
Mm-hmm.
And is possibly pending charges. So I need to determine whether or not you had any warrants out for your arrest.
Well, I'd like to not further your investigation.
Well, you can be charged with obstructing justice at that point.
Well, obstruction is a physical act.
It's not.
It actually is.
So,
By law,
at
it's
this,
obstruction.
at this
In Smith v. City of Chi 2000, the 11th Circuit Court affirmed that the public has the right to record public officials, including law enforcement, while they carry out their duties. The court stated that the First Amendment safeguards the right to gather information about the actions of public officials on public property. This means that if an individual is on a public sidewalk, they are legally allowed to record anything visible in plain view. Police officers cannot prevent this right.
point, all right, unless you're going to give me ID to confirm this.
I'm not going to you're making me insecure in my house's paper, property, effects, and things. If you violate my Fourth Amendment right, I'm going to sue you.
I'm
and your
asking you
department.
to willingly give me your ID.
I've not broken any laws.
I'm
is
not
that correct?
forcing you to do that.
I've not broken any laws. Is that
What does that
correct?
have to do with me asking you to give you ID?
Because you don't have to have articulable reasonable suspicion to gain my ID.
No, I don't. I'm asking you to give it over.
You have to
Willingly identify yourself. That's what I'm asking.
You're trying to violate my Fourth Amendment right.
I'm not trying to violate any rights.
Yeah,
If I was trying to
supervisor?
violate your
Yeah,
rights,
your
I would be doing it
supervisor?
by force. My supervisor isn't working today.
Okay,
I'm
well-
the only officer. I'm in charge.
Well, you
today.
should get a supervisor before you make a mistake.
I don't have a supervisor working right now. I am the supervisor.
I would highly suggest you go above yourself before you make a mistake, because you walked over here to harass me and asked me to gain my ID. I've not broken any laws. I've not even been trespassing
I'm
in
not
this
forcing
place.
you to give
You
me
threatened
any.
me with arrest if I didn't leave, which is a violation of my rights in general. That is assault, sir. You have a gun and a badge, maybe the badge, but that gun, that's an assault. You have no legal and lawful reason to tell me to leave this place. They never trespassed me from
I
this
guarantee
place.
you that's not assault.
Well, I can tell you right now that if I use my words in a threatening manner, that's assault. If I touch you, that's battery. That's assault and battery. So
Okay.
obviously you need to learn the
So
law.
at this point, you've agreed to leave. I suggest you do that.
Well, I suggest you to stop
Okay.
harassing me further.
So
An armed
get in your
gunman,
car and
an
let's go.
armed gunman. You actually have no legal and lawful authority to even make me leave at this point. You
Let's
understand
get in your car
that?
and go.
You understand
Okay, let's not
that,
make this
sir?
any worse than it needs to be.
Well, I would highly suggest you not make it any worse for yourself, because this is documented on video.
I understand
We're
that.
having a conversation. I wish you had a body camera, because you should. You have a spot for it to
Yes, I
hold
do.
yourself legally accountable for what you're doing right now.
Yep.
Because if you violate my rights and take me to jail, I'm going to sue you.
I understand
And
that,
your
that is
department.
your right.
So
My
I
body camera's
highly,
charging right
so
now,
I
that's
highly
fine.
suggest
Okay.
you walk away, sir, because
So-
you have no legal and lawful authority to make me do anything at the moment.
I'm not trying
you
to make
have
you do
no,
anything.
You have no ARS.
just
You have
asking
no
you to do that.
articulable, reasonable suspicion to do anything to me. What you're saying to me is unlawful in what you're doing. I've not broken the law. I've not been disorderly. I've not done anything wrong here. You're coming and harassing
So,
me. You walked.
are you
walked
leaving or not?
over 100 yards to come here and harass me and try to gain my
Are you
information.
leaving or not?
I said I was going to leave. You are hindering that ability for me
I'm
to
not
do
hindering
so.
anything. I've not
Don't
physically-
come over here like
physically
a
obstructed you.
tyrant.
Are you leaving or no? Or do you want to keep talking?
Do you have legal and lawful authority to even make me leave?
I'm not talking about making you leave. I'm asking you
Sir,
to leave.
you're trying to exercise your authority and usurp authority over me, a
I'm sure
free
you
man,
wish that was the
a
case,
free
but
man
you're
in
not
this
nearly
place.
as
But
oppressed as you think you
you
are.
threatened me with arrest over there for
I told
disorderly
you what
when
would
I've
happen
not
if
been
you refused to leave.
But I've not been disorderly. You're assaulting my
So-
persons because you have no
Are
legal
you,
and lawful
are you
authority.
leaving or no?
Why are you standing here?
Are you leaving or no?
Why
Yes
are
or no?
you, how are you serving the public
Are
right
you
now?
leaving? Yes or no?
I told you that I was going to leave,
All right,
but
then let's go.
But I don't have to leave.
Let's go.
Sir. No, you wanted to come have this conversation with me. I don't have to leave.
No,
this
I'm
place.
bored of this conversation because you're not nearly as cool or smart as you think
But you
are. So
understand.
it's time to
I
go.
want you to know, as a public servant that works for me, I don't work for you.
No, I work for the people of the Berrien Springs.
I am the people, right? I am
Berrien
the
Springs.
people. No, you work for the people. You swore an oath to the U.S. Constitution to therefore protect my rights. You serve the public by protecting
Yes,
individual
and I am
rights.
employed by
and
the
what
people
you're
of
doing
Berrien Springs
right
and
now,
Roanoke Township.
trying to come over here
Okay.
and harass me to gain my
And you are
property, my
disrupting
papers.
peaceful
I'm not
execution of
disrupting
this fair.
anything. There is
All right.
nobody around here. There is absolutely nobody around here.
So are you ready to go?
You are disrupting my day by harassing
Okay.
me and coming over here. Yes, sir. Thank you.
Some individuals may stop recording simply because they don't want to be filmed. Despite clear legal precedent, some officers continue to try to prevent citizens from recording. They might argue that filming interferes with their duties, threatens to arrest the person recording, or even attempt to seize their phone. However, these actions are unlawful unless specific circumstances justify them. Officers may claim that filming is disrupting an investigation, but while they have the authority to manage a crime scene, this does not give them the right to stop someone from recording. Courts have consistently ruled that filming from a reasonable distance does not constitute interference. Another common justification used is that filming is prohibited because the scene is a crime scene.